Good morning, students. Today we are going to do chapter 8 of our Behind book, Reach for the Top. The chapter Reach for the Top has been bifurcated into two parts. The first part tells us the story of an iconic Indian mountaineer, Santosh Yadav, who became the first woman mountaineer in the world to scale Mount Everest 2 times. The chapter tells us how her determination helped her achieve success and fame not only for herself but for the nation. So, before we start the lesson, let us discuss its theme and title. Reach for the Top is based on the theme that success comes to those who dare and do. The theme runs throughout the account of Santosh Yadav's education, training, and success as a woman mountaineer in a country where discrimination against women is rampant. Santosh defied all odds, customs, traditions, and prejudice to script her success through her hard work, persistent effort, focus on the goal, and mental and physical toughness. She has really reached the highest top that a woman mountaineer could reach, not just once but twice. So, she is a wonderful role model. The title, Reach for the Top, suggests the biographical feature of Santosh Yadav both literally and metaphorically. The top here not only Everest but also the pinnacle of glory. Santosh reached both the tops thanks to her sterling qualities of body and mind, and all thanks also to the training and support she received. So let us start our lesson. The only woman in the world who has scaled Mount Everest twice was born in a society where the birth of a son was regarded as a blessing, and a daughter, though not considered a curse, was not generally welcome. When her mother was expecting Santosh, a traveling holy man, giving her his blessings, assumed that she wanted a son. But to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that they didn't want a son. The holy man was also surprised. Nevertheless, he gave the requested blessing, and as destiny would have it, the blessing seemed to work, and Santosh was born, the sixth child in a family with 5 sons and a sister to 5 brothers. She was born in a small village of Jonivyas, Rewari district in Haryana. So, as I have already told you, this is an article about Santosh Yadav, and she was the only woman in the world who has scaled Mount Everest not only once but twice. Although she was born in a society where birth of a son was regarded as a blessing, and there was a lot of discrimination between girls and boys at that time, and the daughter, though she was not considered as a curse, but she was not generally welcome. Most of the people, they prefer boys. And when her mother was expecting Santosh, a traveling holy man means saint, he thought that she might be having a wish to have a son, and she blessed her that may God bless you with a son. But to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, means Santosh's grandmother, who was standing nearby, she told the holy man that they didn't want a son, they want a daughter. The holy man, he was also surprised at this, and though he gave the requested blessing, he blessed her that you may have God bless you with a daughter, and the destiny would have it, and the luck favored them, and his blessing also seemed to work. And Santosh, she was born as a 6th child in the family with 5 sons, means she was having 5 brothers, and she was the only, you can say, daughter of the house, and she was born in a small village of Jonivyas of Rewari district in Haryana. The girl was given the name Santosh, which means contentment. Contentment means satisfaction. But Santosh was not always content with her place in a traditional way of living. She began living life on her own terms from the start. Where other girls wore traditional Indian dresses, Santosh preferred shorts. Looking back, she says now, from the very beginning, I was quite determined that if I choose a correct and a rational path, the others around me had to change, not me. Now, as her name was Santosh, which means satisfaction. But it is said she was never content, she was not satisfied with her place in a traditional way of life, because the people there were very orthodox, they were very traditional. But she began life on her own terms and conditions from the very beginning. At that time, the girls of that area, they used to wear traditional Indian dresses like salwar kameez, etc. But Santosh always preferred to wear shorts. And looking back, she says that from the very beginning, she was quite determined. If she has chosen a correct path, if she was using a rational path, the others around him, they had to change, and she would not prefer to change her ways. Santosh's parents were affluent landowners who could afford to send their children to live in the best schools, even to the country's capital, New Delhi, which was quite close by. But in line with the prevailing custom in the family, Santosh had to make do with the local village school. So she decided to fight the system in her own quiet way when the right moment arrived. And the right moment came when she turned 16. At 16, most of the girls in her village used to get married. Santosh was also under pressure from her parents to do the same. Now, Santosh belonged to a very rich family. Her parents, they were very rich landowners, and they could very well afford to send their children to the best school. They can afford even to send their children to the New Delhi, which is quite close by to their place. But in line with means according to the prevailing custom in the family, the custom that is already prevailing in their family, in their society. She has to make do with, means she has to study at the local village school only. She could not go to Delhi, but she decided to fight the system in her own way. Means she thought that she would fight this system, she would change this system at the right moment. And the right moment came when she turned 16. Now she was 16 years old and at that time in their village, at 16, most of the girls, they used to get married. There was a custom that the girls, they got married at the age of 16. So Santosh's parents, they also pressurized her to get married, but she refused. A marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. She threatened her parents that she would never marry if she didn't get a proper education. She left home and got herself enrolled in a school in Delhi. And when her parents refused to pay for her education, she politely informed them of her plans to earn money by working part-time to pay her school fee. Her parents then agreed to pay for her education. Now she was under pressure from her parents that she should get married, as it was a custom of their society, as it was a custom of their village. But marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. She thought that she would not get married at this tender age. So she threatened her parents that if they did not provide her a proper education, if they would pressurize her, she would never marry. So she left home and she got admission in a school in Delhi. She herself went to Delhi and got admission in a school, and her parents, they refused to pay for her education. They said that we would not pay for your education. She politely informed them that she would work part time and she would pay her own fee. To this, her parents agreed to pay for her education. Now they agreed to get her enrolled in the school and agreed for the higher education. Wishing always to study a bit more, and with her father slowly getting used to her urge for more education, Santosh passed the high school examination and went to Jaipur. She joined Maharani College and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. Santosh remembers Kasturba Hostel faced the Aravali Hills. I used to watch villagers from my room going up the hill and suddenly vanishing after a while. One day I decided to check it out myself. I found nobody except a few mountaineers and I asked if I could join them. To my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative and motivated me to take to climbing. Now, wishing always to study a bit more means she passed many classes, and when her parents, her father, they saw that she always urged to get higher education, they also allowed her to study, and Santosh passed the high school examination. Now, after passing the high school examination, she went to Jaipur and she joined Maharani College and she got a room in the Kasturba Hostel. She got a room in Kasturba Hostel of Maharani College. Now, she remembers that Kasturba Hostel faced Aravali Hills. The location was such, it faced the Aravali Hills, and from her room she used to watch the villagers going up the hill and suddenly vanishing. Vanishing means disappearing after some time. So one day she decided that she would check it out herself, that where these people go, and she found that there were few people, there were few mountaineers. So as she was very, you can say, curious to know everything, she asked them if she could join them, and to her pleasant surprise, they all agreed and they also motivated her to take to climbing. So this was about her journey to climbing, and rest part of the chapter we'll do in our next class.